guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today I want to be talking to you guys about something super important for running your business, and that is the products in which you run and maintain your business. What are the items that you need daily to keep your business moving? So one of the main items that I use, I love making goat's milk soap. Goat's milk is a really nice calming anti-inflammatory soap that you can use. It's a natural product. You can use it in laundry detergents or, for sensitive skin. The one thing that I have found is that it really contours to whatever you put it in. So whether you're going to put it in a rectangle bar loaf, or whether you're going to put it in something fancier like these octagon bee molds are just awesome when it comes to using goat's milk. I love using goat's milk. It's one of the newer products that we are going to be putting on to Minty Militia's website. August 15th is when all of our soap launches, so I hope you guys join us for that and celebrate our launch with us. But like I was saying, these molds are really, really cool. They're a few bucks on Amazon. I'll make sure the link is in the description. But these molds have taken my soap creativity levels to a different level, to a different bar, right? Really easily, without any type of stress, without any type of monitoring or anything like that. Like, I literally prepare my goat's milk soap base, and then I can pour it in here, allow it to cool and harden. And when it's done, you can do these beautiful layered effects like I have done. And you can see that it has a really pretty heavy pattern to it. So these are really great. If you are setting up a farmer's market booth, or if you are setting up at a vendor show, you could really catch people's eyes with different embellishments like this. You could easily create a black charcoal soap, or perhaps you're into creating chocolates or anything like that. Here we make natural based soap, but obviously these are silicone. You can use these for food or for anything else that your heart desires. But can you imagine if you're walking past a booth and you saw a jet black charcoal based soap with a beautiful red or a beautiful gold bumblebee on it? You would be walking by and your eye would automatically be drawn over to that and just, what is that? That's really pretty. People love contrast. And when you can provide something that's going to be a showstopper to trigger that, oh, what is that? Pump the brakes when people are walking by your vendor table. That's a really neat thing to be able to do, because then that brings people into your store and it allows them to question, what is this? And then it allows you to open up into your sales pitch. Hey, I'm Kat here with Minty's Militia, and we offer natural base organic products that are great for your skin, and everyday use. So this is something really simple that can elevate your game in your store, whether, like I said, you're doing soaps like us, or if you're doing something different. Simple things like this that just set you up and just really bring customers in because of how luxurious it looks. It looks like a lot of time and a lot of effort has been placed in to artistry in creating this 3D effect, when actually it's just a mold. So this mold, the description and the shopping link for this will be in the details of this video. So that is one thing that I absolutely love using for my goat's milk base. Like I said, it's super simple. You just set it in there, allow it to harden, and then you are all set with an awesome bar of soap that looks like you took a few hours to design, especially when you have a little tin can or a basket or some sort of tray with them all laid out there on all the different colors and all the different variations. Take your time and get creative with simple things like that, and it really elevates your store to the next level and allows customers to be drawn in by the contrast that you can create with different elements that you have already. One of the next things that I absolutely love using, I just got more of these in from Amazon, are these soap loaf molds. So these are wood. There are ones that you can purchase lids with, depending on the style of soap that you create. You may want lids, and then you may opt out to not purchase the ones with the lids. If you are a soap artisan who loves making that giant 3D effect, that beautiful layering and sculpting on the top, or perhaps you love putting in all those soap embeds on the top, to really heighten and just draw the eye up to the peak of your soap bar, perhaps you don't want the lids. I have ones with lids, I have molds with lids, and then some like these without. Because as we evolve and continue to grow, one of the things that I really look forward to is getting super creative with the tops of my soap bars. I obviously right now do a little bit of texturizing with a skewer or a spoon or different things like that, different types of Wilton cake frosting decorating tips. I use those a lot. In my Moana soap that we just created, we actually used one of the larger jumbo frosting tips to do the swooping on the top to create those beautiful ocean wave effects. If you guys have not seen that, make sure you check out our Instagram because there are photos on there. I'll also be doing a tutorial on texturizing soaps here in the next few weeks, so keep an eye out. But yes, these are 2. You get them in a set of 2 depending on how you buy them. These do not have the lid, but these are 2 individual soap loaf molds. They are separate, they are not combined, and each one of them has a silicone mold like inlay in it. So you obviously keep your purple silicone mold inside. This helps keep it stable and keeps your bars nice and square and rectangular. That way once they set and they are hardened, you can literally unmold them, have this beautiful loaf, and then slice it down to the thicknesses that you would like to sell for your brand. So that is the double loaves that I absolutely love. Like I said, you can purchase those with lids or you could opt out and not. I like to have a combination of both just in case I'm doing something with a lower textured top. That way it can hit that gel phase really well while it sets overnight. Also make sure that if you are using the lids that you cut your loaf early the next morning, okay? Because those lids hold in so much heat that it really sets that final cure in your soap. So if you're making, cold processed soap, 2 o'clock in the afternoon or into the evening, the next morning, make sure you're getting up, you're unmolding it, and you're cutting. Make sure you give yourself enough time. Even if you're not feeling well, make sure you're still cutting your soap, or ask someone to help you cut your soap if you're really feeling under the weather. With one of my last batches, I woke up with a migraine. I was just not feeling the best. I was so proud of this soap, my best formula yet. And when I went to cut it, over 24 hours later, it was probably around 36 hours later, my soap had hit a hard cure. So I went ahead and did the microwave method where you take your loaf and you zap it in the microwave for 5 to 10 seconds on all 4 sides. So once your beeper goes off after 5 to 10 seconds, you literally rotate it, and then you zap it again, and then you rotate it and zap it again until your bar is nice and warm, like a very even warm to a semi like semi-hot, but not. You do not want it hot, but you want it like, okay, it's definitely warmed into the center, and then you can use it on your cutting block. One of the cutting blocks that I use, I actually got in the kit alongside some of my soap molds. It's a really simple soap mold. Let me just go ahead and brush off some of my little flowers that were stuck on there. So what this is, it is a wooden soap mold where you can move this measuring stopper. So you can have your soap bars measure 1 inch, 2 inch, 3, all the way up to 8 inches, depending on how you want to sell them. But there's also like 1/4, 1/2 for each measurement as you're moving up, which is really nice. In those kits, you can get crinkle cutters in with them, like I have. I opt out of the crinkle cutters because the formula that I have created, I do not really like the way the crinkle cutter leaves like some streaking on my soap. So I personally opt out, and right now, until I upgrade to a wire cutter as my business grows, I have just been using a brand new, super sharp, like cutlery knife. So I have just been using just a regular kitchen knife that you would be able to pick up, at Walmart. You just want to make sure that you have a really nice sharp one. Another really nice thing that I invested in that I was so on the fence about, and I hesitated right before I bought the one I was originally going to buy, and I'm so glad that I did. So this here is a candle scale. This scale uses 2 AAA batteries. It allows you to zero out the weight of whatever item you have placed on it, which is perfect for making soap, because obviously you want to put on your measuring cup or your measuring beaker or whatever on it, zero it out, and then add your grams or add your ounces in to accommodate for your formula. This one was $11.99. I got this on Amazon for $8. So make sure you shop around, because you don't always need to get food grade scales. I was going to get a food grade scale, and then when I saw that they were like $15 to $20 to $30 depending on which one you wanted, I thought, okay, I know at some point in time as my business grows, I'm going to scale up. I know I'm going to scale up to a bigger like a more industrial scale at some point. I know I'm gonna, scale up to buy a different type of wire cutter for my soap instead of doing it all by hand with that knife. Like I was saying, these are things when you're starting out and growing a business, it's okay to opt out for the less expensive one while you're starting out. Obviously, as your business grows and your recipes develop and they continue to grow, size up, level up, right? And that also means level up when your income from the products that you're selling, you start generating revenue, right? So this is the brand. It was originally $11.99, and I paid $8 for it. So shop around. Remember that you don't have to go out and buy the most expensive anything and everything in the beginning of launching your company. I'm very big in using what you have to succeed. And when you don't have those items, getting them at a bargain. So shop around because you'll always be able to find things. If you're patient and you're sourcing and checking and comparing online versus the brick and mortar stores, make sure you guys are just testing and checking, price checking. It's super important. One thing that I use in my soaps are natural essential oils. I know that there are a lot of great and wonderful companies out there that sell very great high-grade therapeutic oils. I prefer Revive essential oils. I think that they are high quality, they have therapeutic grade, they have this great heavy scent that is still left in my soap after it has been set. I have tested out essential oils versus different fragrance oils, and I still prefer the essential oils. I probably have like 30 to 40 different ones in here, but I prefer Revive essential oils always. These are always my top pick. As you guys can see, there are a lot of oils in here, and I have a few that I was gifted for my birthday that are in here, but as you guys can see, lots and lots of Revive. So this is lemon. Some of the most popular scents that I use like in my diffuser around my house would be lemon and orange. I love that clean, crisp, citrusy scent in my home. So if you guys come into our house, you'll probably smell these essential oils aside from whatever batches I have been making up. So when it comes to essential oils, I personally prefer Revive essential oils. I'll put a link to their website. I don't actually have a discount code for them or anything like that. I have not partnered with Revive essential oils, but I highly, highly, highly recommend using them. I absolutely love them, and I would choose them again and again over any other essential oil. They're just my favorite. They're absolutely my favorite. Top choice. When it comes to packaging your products, here at Minty's Militia, we have, come up with all natural based products, vegan friendly products as well. So we have some that contain animal byproduct like the goat's milk or like our lip butter, depending on which brand, which formula you purchase. You're either going to be purchasing the vegan friendly option or you'll be purchasing the regular option, which does contain beeswax in it. So obviously our original has animal byproduct in it by sourcing the honey for the wax, right? Other than that, we have biodegradable. This is something I'm very, very proud of. This is biodegradable heat cling wrap. When you are wrapping items like goat's milk, soap, or even your individual bars of soap as they become ready. So let me grab one. So Orange Julius is almost at a full cure. Once Orange Julius is completely set and ready to go, we're going to go ahead and pull out one of these wraps. They come pre-cut. You literally slide your hand in, slide your soap down in there, and then you apply your heat gun to it. Any type of heat gun, you can even use a blow dryer on high heat. Hold it up close to it, and then you're going to shrink wrap. The nice thing is all of our products are all natural, and we're very, very happy to announce that all of our packaging is biodegradable. It is eco-friendly by using like repurposed paper or repurposed cardboard, recycled items, biodegradable film. We are not going to be damaging the earth by our products, and we're reducing our carbon footprint greatly by using items like this. So that's one thing I'm really, really excited about when it comes to Minty's Militia. So, excuse me, back to some other products. I just pulled out a loaf from this, so it still has a little bit of like the residue on it, so please forgive me for that. But this is my 5-pound loaf mold, okay? I just pulled out a 6-pound loaf from this. So the 5 pounds comes from the base, right, all the way up to the top of your mold. From there, if you want to layer up and do the beautiful displays that we see on Pinterest, or like the wedding designs with the soap favors, you can easily do that with molds like this, or molds like the rectangular ones that I showed before. You simply do not put the lid on. When you're doing soaps that have the giant embeds on the top, or if they're really tall, what you'll want to do, spritz it when you're all done with rubbing alcohol, and then just leave it in your mold. You don't have to worry about popping a lid on it or laying a towel over it or cardboard or anything. Your natural based products will just go ahead and heat themselves up. That is the one really neat thing when you're using natural products, is the fact that they will heat. They'll warm up, they'll hit that gel phase all on their own, and you don't have to worry about popping a cap on anything, putting a lid on anything. But if you did want a 5-pound loaf with the lid, I'll make sure that this bad boy is linked in the description below. So when I started formulating my soap, I was going to Walmart and I was buying little amounts, small bottles of the different things that I needed, right? As I began, and I was formulating all my recipes thinking, okay, how do I make, now that I have a formula that works, that the soap sets up properly, that is very fluid, whether I'm using essential oils or fragrance oils, how do I bring my costs down? How do I, because obviously when you're running a business and you're starting out, you want to start turning a profit. How can you provide your products? There we go, sorry. How can you provide your products and create them at a low cost and then generate a high profit? And that's simply by buying in bulk. So obviously when I got on Amazon for different things, I was purchasing castor oil is one of the main ingredients in my formula for my soap. I use a little bit of castor oil. It helps bring out that awesome lather when you put it on your skin. I was paying, so this one is 16 full ounces. Okay, so this is 473 milliliters. I was paying $14 for this because I could get it locally. And when you're buying things to start out, that's a great, deal to be able to go to your store, go to your Walmart or your Wegmans or your Target or whatever, and just pick up a little bottle of what you need. That way you can go home and try it immediately. But once you figure out your formula, very quickly you decide, I do not want to be paying $14 a bottle for 16 ounces, right? You jump over to Amazon, where I will link this bad boy. So Castor soap, 1 liter of it, for a much better price, okay? And I will go ahead and put that in the description below. Buying in bigger quantities, buying in bulk, allows you to save so much more money. My sodium hydroxide that I use in my soap for my lye solution, this little red bottle back here, my sodium hydroxide individually, I was paying $13 a bottle for. And let's see, how many ounces are in here? 2 pounds. Okay, so it's a net weight of 2 pounds. I was paying $15 per 2 pounds. I ran across a deal where you could get 10 pounds for $25. That was such a better deal. So look around, price check, compare, see what's better, whether you have Amazon Prime and shipping is free, and you're not in that mad rush to get all your items, but you do need all your items. So once they all arrive, you can start getting busy on whatever projects you're working on. Another great find is my Mica Powder. This colorant is all natural, it's organic, it's vegan friendly. All of these Mica Powders that come in here, there are 24 different ones. I'm absolutely obsessed with using them. Look at all these bright colors. They throw off these beautiful, vibrant hues in your soap, whether you're using melt and pour, cold process, or hot process soap. These are all vegan friendly, like I said. These are all plant-based. These are dehydrated, and then they're extracted or crushed or what have you. These are all natural Mica Powders, and you can just see all the different variations. There are more than one hue per color that's in here, so you have a light and a dark, or a pastel, medium, and a dark. But these pastel micas throw incredible colors in your soap. So let me grab a few bars of my soap really quick, and I'll show you some of the beautiful color variations that I have been able to create with my mica. So we have, where are we at? There we go. So here we have Georgian Bay. It is a beautiful yellow and a blue textured top with biodegradable glitter. Check out check out Amazon for biodegradable embeds or soap toppings or anything like that, because obviously if you're starting out a business and you want to be as environmentally conscious as possible, biodegradable items are awesome. They do not clog up your drains like different types of flour embeds can. I'm not a huge fan of putting on heavy flour embeds. I like something very light, very simple. Being a homeowner, you do not want to clog up your drains. I do not want to clog up any of my customer drains, because obviously that could be a huge turn off when it comes to that deciding factor of, I love her soap, it's so pretty, but man, my drain, like my tub won't drain after I use her milk bath or after I use her bath bombs. Excuse me. So as you can see, we have coffee, which is super pretty taupe and a dark brown. Then we have orange Julius, beautiful like peachy orange. So all different types of colors are thrown out of that mica colorant box, which is really, really neat. So I'm looking around, just trying to pull out a few more things for you guys. This beeswax is the beeswax that I prefer when it comes to making my lip butter. Obviously, we'll be offering a vegan-friendly option. I'm still testing out different products for that, seeing which type of wax that we want to use. But this one is yellow beeswax, and this is from Beeswax. This is, I believe, $13 or $14 on Amazon. I'll have to double check, but again, this will be in the product description down below. This beeswax is great. I have used other types of beeswax in lip butters or in different types of products to put, on my face or on my body, in my soap, and they are really heavy. They're very thick, they're very tacky. This one is not like that. These are small pellets. They melt very easily in the microwave. I usually do about 15-second to 30-second bursts in a glass Pyrex measuring, the small measuring pitcher when it comes to making my lip butters. And obviously that's combined with all my other natural products. But yeah, that one is definitely my favorite. When it comes to soap embeds, like I was saying before, I absolutely love these. So you get 20 bags. Each bag contains 7 ounces. So these are the dehydrated flowers. Each flower comes labeled, so you guys can see. You also get like lemon in here. Oh my goodness, like so many. Lemongrass. What's this one? I don't even know how to pronounce that one. That's okay. There are some new flowers in here at Sephora. different flowers that I've never heard of before, which is really neat because it allows you to experiment. I absolutely love these soap embeds, but there are lavender in here, there's oranges in here, there are little clove pieces in here. So not all of them. So you get your flowers in here, you get your 20 bags of flowers, and then you get a few additional extras. They're not advertised as extras, but you get extras in here. I think I got 3 extras in here. Obviously, when you're creating different items, you want to be buying things in bulk. I prefer these chapstick tubes. I got these right off of Amazon. I got about 100 of them for, I believe, $13. They are great quality, and I'll also link those in the description below. Last but not least, some of my favorite things are super simple. When you are working and you are creating and launching a business, the beginning phases, obviously, you need a notebook. You need a good notebook to jot down your ideas. Find a good motivational notebook that when you pick it up, you just feel inspired. Perhaps it's not only, you know, what the pages look like, but also the texture of the book itself. A great pen, and then also a great planner, because you can't be successful without jotting out and planning out your days and being strategic on how you want to run your business. I put different things in here like, okay, what is my Instagram post going to be for the day? What type of batches am I going to make for the week? When are my batches that I already created going to be done curing? That way I can get them on the website and up for sale. What day am I doing this farmer's market or that event? They're all different types of things. So make sure you guys grab yourself a really good sturdy planner that's going to hold up through all of your endeavors throughout the year. Jot down your hopes, your dreams, write down your big goals. So maybe, you know, you're prepping for your first farmer's market and you're thinking, okay, it's going to cost me, you know, $35, or maybe it's going to cost me $15 to set up a booth, set up a table. What's my goal? What's my goal? And then hopefully, you know, plan for success. Set your mind for success and then work hard. Do the work. Take care of all the big things, and the little things will start to take care of themselves. When you have planned and thought thoroughly in how you want your business to succeed, write them down. Write down your triumphs. Write down your failures. That way you know what to repeat in the future and the things not to touch base on ever again. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope this video is super helpful and enlightening for you guys. These are some of my top favorites when it comes to running my business. Some of my key ingredients that I use when it comes to creating my soap, my body butter, my lip butter, face serums, all different types of things, my hair and conditioner bars, all different types of things. So make sure you grab yourself a good notebook, a strong planner, and any of these items if you guys think that they could be helpful for you. Enjoy the links. Make sure that you browse the description below, and I will see you guys later. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being encouragement to me and to one another, and I will see you guys later.